Alright, in this video, we're going to be solving Cambridge IGCSE Biology 0610 Classified Past Paper 4 in Topic 1, Characteristics and Classification of Living Organisms for examinations in 2024 and 2025. So let's begin with the first question. Question 1a. All living organisms show the same 7 characteristics. These are listed below along with their definitions. Match the characteristics and definitions by drawing lines between them on the diagram below. 1 has been done for you. So we have 7 characteristics of living organisms, and we have the definition of each one. We need to match each characteristics with its correct definition. 1 has been done for us, movement, which is an action by an organism causing a change of position or place. Well, for these type of questions, usually what I advise students is to look at each term, and before looking at the definition, try to guess the meaning of each term, and then look at the definitions and refer to them and see if you're correct. So take a moment to pause this video and try to guess the definition of each term before looking at the table here. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first one is nutrition. Nutrition is the taking in of materials for energy, growth, and development. The second is excretion. Excretion is the removal of organisms of toxic materials and substances in excess of requirements. This is done usually in the excretory system and in other systems like the integumentary system, digestive system, and so on. Reproduction. Reproduction is the process that makes more of the same kind of organism. Growth. Growth is a permanent increase in size, usually in cell size or dry mass, or both. Movement is already done for us. Respiration. Respiration are the chemical reactions in cells that break down nutrient molecules and release energy. Sensitivity is the ability to detect and respond to changes in the environment. And that is 6 marks. Let's move on to the next question. Question 1b. Viruses are not classified as living organisms. Suggest 2 characteristics of living organisms that viruses do not carry out. So, for this question, 2 marks. It means we need to give 2 characteristics. Viruses are not living things, so by default, viruses do not carry out any of these 7 living processes of living organisms. But according to the mark scheme of this question, the best 4 answers will be respiration, growth, excretion, and nutrition. You can choose any of these 4 answers, any 2 from these 4 answers, and you'll get the mark. We're going to be skipping question 1c because we're not going to be solving mathematical questions in this video. Question 2a. Figure 1 is a photograph of a lion. So this is the photograph of a lion, figure 1. Lions are mammals and have the scientific name Panthera leo. I. State one feature visible in figure 1 that identifies the lion as a mammal. 2I. State the genus of this mammal. Total marks is 2, one for one visible feature, the other for the genus name. So let's solve the first question. The first one, they're asking us for one visible feature. Now, mammals have many features. According to our syllabus, they have features such as pinas, which are large ears, large external ears. They have mammary glands, but they said visible feature. In this picture, we cannot see pinas, nor can we see any mammary glands. So it is correct, but if it's not visible, it will be ignored. So what is visible here? In this picture, we see a lion, and we can see its mane, which is the hair, or you can call it fur because the body has fur. So the correct answer to this question will be fur or hair. Any one is accepted. State the genus of this mammal. According to Lewis Carroll's scientific naming theory, the first name in Latin is always the genus name, and the second part name is always the species name. Genus always starts with a capital letter, species always starts with a lowercase letter. So in this case, the genus of this mammal is Panthera. Let's move on to the next question. Question 2b. Mammals are one of the 5 groups of vertebrates. Some features of 3 vertebrate groups are listed. Identify the vertebrate groups. The first one is lay soft-shelled eggs. Second one, feathers. Third one, smooth and moist skin. Lay soft-shelled eggs are reptiles. There's only one mammal group that has feathers, which is birds. And amphibians have smooth and moist skin. Next question. Question 2c. Figure 2 is a diagram of an animal cell. So this is figure 2, a diagram of an animal cell. Identify the parts labeled A, B, and C in figure 2. State the names of 2 structures in plant cells that are absent in animal cells. State the name of 1 structure that is present in bacterial cells and in plant cells but absent in animal cells. Alright, so for the first one, identify the parts labeled A, B, and C. A is the cytoplasm, the liquid-like structure inside this plant cell, which is holding all the organelles. So A is cytoplasm. B is the cell membrane, which controls the movement of particles in and out of the cell membrane, either by diffusion or osmosis. C is the nucleus. It's like the brain of the cell, which controls most of its activities and contains DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So this is done. 3 marks. 1, 2, 3. State the names of 2 structures in plant cells that are absent in animal cells. You can choose any two from the following: chloroplast, cell wall, chlorophyll, and a permanent vacuole. Permanent vacuole. Any two are accepted. 2 marks done. Third one. State the name of one structure that is present in bacterial cells. So it is in bacterial cells and in animal cells. So it's in both bacterial and animal cells, but absent in animal cells. So it's not present in animal cells, but it's present in bacterial and plant cells. This is the cell wall. As plant cells have a cellulose cell wall, and bacterial cells usually have a peptidoglycan cell wall. Peptidoglycan cell wall. Let's go to the next question. Question 2D. Some cells are specialized to perform a particular function. The boxes on the left show the names of some specialized cells. These are the boxes on the left. The functions of some specialized cells are on the boxes on the right. These are the functions. Draw 4 lines to link each specialized cell with its function. 1 line has been drawn for you. Draw 4 additional lines. This is the line that is done for us. Red blood cells, function, absorption of water. Alright, so let's start with the first one in order. Ciliated cell. Ciliated cell, the function of the ciliated cell is movement of mucus because it contains many hair-like structures called cilia which beat the mucus. Neuron cell. Neuron cell's function is conduction of impulses as it contains many nerves. Third is palisade mesophyll cell. The function of palisade mesophyll cell is for photosynthesis because it contains high quantity of chloroplast. And the last is root hair cell, which is done for us, absorption of water. And this is wrong, my bad. Red blood cell has not been done for us. The function of red blood cells is transport of oxygen by diffusion as it contains a large surface area for the diffusion of oxygen. Question 3a. Scientists classify organisms into groups. State one feature that is used to identify vertebrates. So there are many features used to identify vertebrates. I'm going to list all of them here, and you can choose any one feature from the following: bony skeleton, internal skeleton, there is endoskeleton, they all somewhat mean the same thing. Then we have the backbone. This one is the most simplest one because simply vertebrates are animals that have a backbone and invertebrates are animals that don't have a backbone. Spine, another word for backbone. There's skull, and many more. So any one from these is acceptable. Any one. Question 3b. Vertebrates are classified into 5 groups. Figure 1, this is figure 1, shows 3 vertebrates found in Australia. So figure 1 shows 3 vertebrates found in Australia. These are the 3 vertebrates. We have duck-billed platypus, saltwater crocodile, and the emu. The emu, saltwater crocodile, and the duck-billed platypus each belong to a different vertebrate group. All 3 animals lay eggs that develop and hatch on land. State the name of the vertebrate group to which emus belongs and give one feature of this group that is visible in figure 1. 2. State the name of the vertebrate group to which crocodile belongs and give one feature of this group that is visible in figure 1. 3. The duck-billed platypus is classified as a mammal. Give evidence from figure 1 for and against classifying the duck-billed platypus as a mammal. So for the first one, say the name of the vertebrate group to which emus belongs to and give one feature of this group that is visible in figure 1. Of course, this one belongs to the bird group. And one feature that is visible to identify that this animal is in the bird group is that it has feathers. This is not the only visible feature. We can also see that there is an egg here, so we can also say hard-shelled eggs as it lay them on land. So 2 marks achieved. State the name of the vertebrate group to which crocodile belongs and give one feature of this that is visible in figure 1. The group of crocodiles is reptiles. Visible feature in the diagram is that they have scaly skin. Scaly skin. 2 marks achieved. The duck-billed platypus is classified as a mammal. Alright. Give evidence from figure 1 for and against classifying duck-billed platypus as a mammal. So evidence for being a mammal. The evidence, let's resume back. Duck-billed platypus. As you can see, it has hair or fur. So evidence is that it has hair or fur and is accepted. Both mean the same thing. And evidence against, this is for. Evidence against is that they have a beak. Because if we return to the diagram, we see they have hair and fur. So this is 4. This is supporting the fact that they can be classified as mammals, but at the same time they have a beak. And beak is a characteristic of birds. So this is against their ability to be classified as a mammal. And 3 marks achieved. Let's move on to the next question. There are 2 groups of vertebrates which lay eggs and that develop in water. Say the names of these 2 groups of vertebrates. Sorry, I forgot to read the question. Question 3c. The 2 groups are fish and amphibian. Both of them lay eggs that develop in water. Next question. Question 3D. This is for extended only. Complete these sentences about kingdoms. Now, this is like a fill in the blank question, and you'll usually see this question in the new specimen papers for 2024 and 2025. As this question is newly added in the syllabus, it was not there in questions or exam papers before 2020, I believe. So, vertebrates belong to the kingdom dash. All vertebrates have a dash. There are dash classes of vertebrates. One class is mammals. All right. There are four other kingdoms which include plants, dash dash and dash. So, vertebrates belong to the kingdom of animals. All vertebrates have a backbone or spine, and is accepted. Both mean the same thing. While invertebrates are animals that don't have a backbone, that's the most simplest way to identify them. There are 5 classes of vertebrates. One class is mammals. Others are fish, amphibians, reptiles, and birds. There are 4 other kingdoms which includes plants, fungi, protists, and last but not least, prokaryotes. From these 5 classes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, all classes have a nucleus and are eukaryotic. Animals, plants, fungi, and protists are all eukaryotic. They have nucleus present in their cell walls, while prokaryotes are organisms that have a cell without nucleus. Nucleus is absent. Let's go to the next question. Question 4a. Figure 1, this is figure 1, shows 6 different arthropods labeled A, B, C, D, E, and F. So we have figure 1. Figure 1 shows 6 different arthropods. Each arthropod is labeled by a letter A, B, C, D, E, and F. State one feature that can be used to classify an animal as an arthropod. So one feature that can be used to classify an animal as an arthropod, you can write any of the following, choose one, and all are accepted. First one is pairs of jointed legs. Second is they have exoskeleton. The third one is they have a segmented body, meaning they have segments on their body. Segmented body. All right. Choose any one from these 3, you will get the mark. Next question. Question 4b. State one visible feature that arthropods A, B, and C have that arthropods D, E, and F do not have. State the letter of the organism in figure 1 that is a crustacean. Give a reason for your answer. Alright, so let's solve the first one first. State one visible feature that arthropods A, B, C have and D, E, F do not have. Return back. A, B, and C all have 3 pairs of jointed legs or 6 legs. They all have wings that are present, wings, and all their body is divided into three parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. And all three of them have compound eyes. So again, any of the following will be accepted. You just have to choose one. They have 6 legs. They have wings. They have compound eyes and 3 body sections: head, thorax, and abdomen. State the letter of the organism in figure 1 that is a crustacean. The one that is a crustacean is a crab, which is E. E is a crustacean, so we write E. Give a reason for your answer. The reason E is a crustacean is because you can write any one of the following. Either it has 5 pairs of jointed legs, or it has a hard exoskeleton. All right. Next question. Question 4C. One of the drawings shows an arthropod named Aranius diadematus. Aranius diadematus. This arthropod has a body in 2 segments and it has 8 legs. First one, say the letter of the organism in figure 1 that shows Aranius diadematus. Say the name of the group of arthropods that includes Aranius diadematus. So the arthropod has a body in 2 segments and 8 legs. What do we have to do? We need to state the letter of the organism that shows this one. Let's return back to the diagram. 2 segments and 8 legs. Let's see, F. F is one that has 2-part body and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. So the answer is F. State the letter of the organism that shows Aranius diadematus. The answer to this question is F, yeah. The answer to this question, say the name of the group that includes Aranius diadematus, this one is arachnids. Arachnids. 1 mark for this, 1 mark for this, 2 marks achieved. Let's move on to the next question. Question 4D. The phylum arthropods can be grouped into different classes. State how many classes are found within the phylum arthropod. Within the phylum arthropods, simply we have 4 classes in arthropods. Now you'll get the mark as long as you write 4, but just for your information, these 4 classes are insects, myriapods, arachnids, and last but not least, crustaceans. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Question 5A. Question 5a talks about a branching key. So this question will be skipped because in this video we will not be solving any branching key or dichotomous key questions nor any calculation questions. All right. No calculation questions. Skip this question. Next question. All right. Question 5d. I believe this is the last question. This is for extended only. Figure 4 shows a bacterial cell. So this is figure 4 showing a bacterial cell. Identify the structures labeled A to F. So A, B, C, D, E, F. We must identify all structures. The first one, A. A is the cell wall as it's on the outer layer. This means C, which is on the inner layer, is the cell membrane, which controls movement of particles in and out. B are ribosomes. Ribosomes can be attached to be smooth or be attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum. D is the cytoplasm, the gel-like fluid where all organisms are flowing. Cytoplasm. F is the circular DNA loop. Circular DNA